Hello, baby, and welcome to another episode of the Godfather Minute. With me, Alex Robinson.
And with me, Andy Robinson.
And today we're talking about minute number 6, minuto número 6.
Oh.
Say-si?
You are too much. Say.
I did. Say-si, isn't that it?
No. Say.
I did. Minuto número 6.
What? Huh? Would you go to Italian school to get stupid?
Hey, that's racist.
Hey, before you introduce them or talk about the minute.
What?
I was
You
watching.
got a bone to pick with me?
No. Well, yeah, but I'll get to that later. I was watching the Larry Sanders Show.
Uh-huh.
So great.
Larry Saunders, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it's Larry Saunders, the Larry Saunders Show.
Larry Saunders? No,
Anyway.
it's Sanders. You're thinking of Colonel Sanders. You're thinking of the chick.
Colonel Saunders, that's right.
And
Anyway.
Hank introduces Larry in such a great way. It's one of that classic stereotypical Larry Sanders. And he gives a little bit. I think we should maybe play around and do some for each other, maybe in the characters' voices. I know your voice
We
is
should hire an announcer.
Oh, I like it.
Third banana?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, second banana?
What's that?
I didn't want to demote you.
Anyway, think about it.
Okay,
I leave in the morning. Think about a price.
I'll know if I don't.
So what happened in this minute, Alex?
Well, in minute 6, Mama Corleone begs Don Ciccio to spare her simple-minded boy's life.
Dumb-witted.
He's dumb-witted. He's what do you call a dumb-witted? Vito is all she has left. The Don refuses, leaving Mama no choice but to pull a knife and attempt to kill the Don while urging Vito to flee. Mm-hmm. He does, but looks back in time to see his mother die in a awkwardly staged shotgun blast. Vito hides in town as pursuers roam the streets calling for him.
Wow. So my summary was Don Ciccio refuses to spare Vito's life.
Uh-huh.
Mama Andolini threatens Don Ciccio. She is killed, and Vito runs for his life.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty much the same.
If we were still doing the Beatles soundtrack, Run for Your Life.
Oh, totally.
Perfect one, right?
Or, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It really doesn't beat that one.
No.
Happiness is a warm gun, I guess.
Yeah. All you need is love.
We can work it out.
She threatened you, yeah. Or she threatened you? No.
Well, so there he goes. Ring theory. Is he saying the same line as Apollonia's father in the other movie? Even looks a little like Apollonia's father.
He does, yeah. It's funny you brought that up. So Don Vitelli, Apollonia's father, is famous for having told Michael that no.
Yeah.
Which to me was a much more emphatic no than Don Ciccio's no to Mama Andolini in this minute.
Yeah.
This minute he says like no.
Yeah, like nice try, but sorry.
Not this time. Which is
Can't
ironic.
do it, Sally. Not even for old time's sake. That's what he should have said. Not even for old time's sake.
That would have been some serious ring theory.
Totally.
Because that didn't happen yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's echoing the events at the end of GF1. So it's you know.
But it's ironic because this is a matter of life and death. Don Ciccio's no, but he's a little more casual about it.
Right.
Whereas Don Vitelli, he's like, no, I'm not letting you marry her. Or see her.
Yeah, that's true.
Seems odd. I guess Don Ciccio is very protected in this minute. He's surrounded by which turns out to be some pretty lame bodyguards. Can we talk about his security detail?
I'm sorry. We cannot talk. No, of course we can. What do you want to know? What do you want to talk about?
I mean, she walks right up to him, pulls a knife.
I assume he cleared them. I assume he said, let her. This is what I'm going to guess happened. They came to him and said, Mama Andolini's at the door. And he said, bring her in. Bring
her in, but make sure not to frisk her. She's heartbroken.
Should we frisk her? Ask if you can mention it. Don't insist.
I mean, this is Sicily.
Well, I guess it's a mother. You don't
the land of vendettas, and already her husband was killed. There's her husband. And her oldest son. She got one boy left. And what they think? And they don't think she's packing.
Yeah, I guess you're much more cynical about it than than they are.
Maybe just it's unheard of that a woman would be involved.
Yeah, don't forget this is also 1902 or whatever. So maybe for people didn't invent frisking hadn't been invented yet. It was the McCluskey trick. It was called. He's like, wait, what are you doing? Like, I'm making sure you don't have weapons that are secreted about your bodies. Whoa, this guy thinks of everything.
Yeah, I've frisked 1,000 young punks since I invented it in 1958. Oh no, that'd be like 1940.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be some ring theory. Well, anyway, I think maybe this is where it's invented after this moment. This was the catalyst where Don Ciccio, he says, you know what, we need to tighten security.
From now on.
How can we figure out if someone is carrying weapons?
Frisk, invent some way that we can come up with a way. You got it, Chief.
Signore Frisk.
You're very handsy. Come up with a way.
Yeah, you're always touching people, Signore Frisk.
We try frisking. And
Don Vitelli, the ring theory.
Well, I don't remember what it was. Moving on. Let's talk about the stunt.
The what?
The stunt.
The awkwardly staged
stunt.
That's what you said.
Yes, it pains me how like clumsy it is. I mean, here's the problem. I think I get what they're going for. Mm-hmm. Is that she is pulled back by the blast, and I feel like there's a stunt woman standing there. It really looks like a stunt woman. Like, does not look like Mama Andolini if you look at her face. I mean, she's like an Italian woman, but she just looks different. To me, she looks different.
I didn't even notice that.
And then I'm guessing there's a line attached to the back of her, and then when she gets shot, they pull on the line so that she's supposed to fly back. But it's staged in such a way where they shoot her, and then there's like a pause, and then she gets pulled back. So it's almost like they didn't pull the rope. They should have started pulling the rope as soon as he pulled the trigger. Because I'm guessing they pulled the trigger and then did the rope, because that's why there's the lag. Because the rope, you need time for the rope to start tugging on her.
Yeah,
and so to me, it just looks so bad.
It's funny. My mind didn't, just like vocal.
It's like sped up a little bit too.
Yeah, that's what I caught it with. It seemed like the footage was.
You're talking about your overdub alerts. We need a sped up footage. We need a Benny Hill alert.
I think we talked about that when Michael was thrown back by the bomb blast from Apollonia's car bomb. Totally, it's like the same effect. But it's funny, when an overdub happens, your mind doesn't always pick up on it.
Yeah.
Just the way your mind works.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on any of that except for the sped up footage.
Really?
I didn't even notice it was a stunt woman.
Oh, I think I probably only noticed it because I paused it and went back and watched it like 5 times trying to figure out what was weird about this, why the stunt didn't work to me. So
awkwardly staged shotgun
blast. So I have a question for you. Okay. I wrote down a list of stunts that are commonly done in motion pictures, and you have to tell me which one you would want to participate in.
Like to be the stunt person?
Yeah. Well, you're the one being, you're the person doing the stunt. There'll be professionals there setting it up for you and everything. So
I'm not the one just editing it in post film production.
You are the person who's physically doing the thing.
I'm the stunt person.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not the one pulling the rope.
You're not the stunt coordinator.
I'm the one in the harness.
If that's your choice.
Okay, lay them on me.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a choice of 2, and then we'll go through the list, and you have to pick.
All right.
Okay. So, would you rather be lit on fire, or would you rather have like squibs on your body so that when you got shot, it looked like you were getting shot with bullets?
I mean, assuming they're both safe.
Yeah. All of these are 100% safe. You will not be injured in any of them.
If a guaranteed. Wait. You're trying to tell me that Tatalia guarantees my safety. I'm going to go with fire.
You're going to get lit
How
on
often
fire.
do you get to be burned alive?
It's a classic thing where you're the person with 80s videos where they're stumbling around in the... I feel like it doesn't happen as much. Technology must have plateaued with people being on fire because it doesn't seem like...
You just do it digitally. You don't have to light people on fire anymore.
Yeah.
What a shame.
It's a shame.
Yeah. It was always great to call out those extra layers of coats people were wearing.
I know. And they're also always like moving very carefully. They're not like they're not like running around like you would if you were on fire. They're just kind of like Frankenstein-y walking around. Okay, so you said light on fire. Would you rather be lit on fire or would you rather jump from a tall building and land on one of those big air cushions?
Oh.
Like 5 stories up.
I'm going to stick with fire.
You're sticking with fire?
I've never bungee jumped, but you can still do that.
Okay. Would you rather be lit on fire or would you rather jump through a plate glass or be thrown through a plate glass window?
Oh, man. That's pretty fun. I'm going to go plate glass window.
And you know they have to have like 3 cameras on it so they can get it from all different
that's
angles.
Great. That would be my GIF. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That'd be my personal GIF attached to all my emails and everything. I want a GIF.
You know what you need? Have you heard about all this? I know you're into cyber currency. These artworks that are NF something. It's the latest thing where someone basically creates like a one-of-a-kind Bitcoin thing, and there's usually some piece of artwork on it that marks it as like this is a unique. It's almost like you're creating like a magic item or an artifact, like it's this one-of-a-kind thing that only thing exists, and it's theoretically worth like 20,000 Bitcoins or whatever. You know what I mean?
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, so
cool.
It's
that's very cool.
Yeah.
That's you know who else is into crypto now?
Who?
Our friend our corpse jockey friend Amerigo Buonasera.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, remember? He's like, how much Ethereum and Bitcoin shall I pay you?
You know why? Because it's cryptocurrency. It had to do with bodies and stuff.
So when he was talking about his daughter getting beat up, he was referring to his server farm. People had just trashed it.
Who do you think would be more likely to be... I imagine Tom Hagen would persuade them to get involved in Bitcoin.
Well, if not now.
Yeah.
10 years from now, right? It's going to go up in value. And with the increase in value in Bitcoin, the other families would make more money and then they could buy more political protection.
Right. And he wouldn't have to have all his coins in his pockets rattling around.
Which is the most important part. Don Corleone, you've got all that money for finance, just like all those cryptocurrencies in your digital wallet. It's hard to transfer that dialogue to. That's really funny. So keep going. Throw through a plate glass window.
Would you rather do a plate glass window, or would you rather be in a car driving stunt, either jumping over a thing, or going on 2 legs, or like the car blowing up and you doing something? Or
I'm going to stick with plate glass window.
Crushers, those car crushers.
I'm going to stick with plate glass window.
And my last one is plate glass window, or like in a choreographed fight scene. You know, like somebody punching you too. And. You know, that kind of
That's
stuff.
fun, but you don't really experience it. It's going to be all tricks and things.
Yeah, because it's more like learning just choreography than anything.
So I'm just going to play glass window.
Like glass window.
Yeah.
All right.
So boiling it all down, which would you want to be involved in?
So you said plate glass window, right?
Yes.
I think I'm going to go either. I'm going to say I'll go squibs.
Squibs.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's also something that you can enjoy, like you said, while you're... I feel like if you're on fire, you can't really see what's going on. It probably just feels like you're in like a hot like suit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You probably can't really like see yourself or like appreciate it.
Well, it's all about the GIF.
It's all about the GIF
you're creating. For the experience itself, I could see that. But man, wouldn't you want a GIF of you being set on fire?
But you wouldn't be able to tell it was me because I'd be wearing a suit. You know, and it could be anybody under there.
Yeah. Okay, good. It's squibs. You would do a Sonny Corleone
until they can do the technology where they have it just literally like skin tight, and you can burn, and you can see like the total my features and everything, like the Human Torch. Then I'll do it.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you're going to do a Sonny Corleone type squib scene?
I guess so, yeah.
That's great.
Definitely don't want to do a Mama Corleone fight scene because that just looks...
Yeah, where she just slaps you around.
Wait, what do you mean? Where she slaps me around?
You said Mama Corleone? You said Mama Corleone?
Oh, sorry, I meant Mama Andolini.
Oh, yeah.
Does Mama Corleone slap somebody?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No.
You could never slap your family.
You know what? I think the stunt I would want to be in is I would want to be beat up by Carlo.
You want to be beat up by Carlo?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I would want to be in a fight with Carlo and he would beat... No, that's kind of lame. You don't want to be beat up by Carlo.
If you could pick someone who's beating you up, that could be fun. But then it is almost like
true.
you're just because you have another famous, well, Harrison Ford's beating me up.
I'm changing it. I want to be thrown through a plate glass window by Luca Brasi.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the other one...
And after I land, it goes... And I land, he looks, and the GIF camera moves to him, and he goes, not bad.
The one I didn't include, because I know it was one you've always said, if the opportunity presented itself, we would want to do it, which is to be thrown down a bar, like in a Western, where they throw you down the bar and all the drinks. Yeah. I guess in Raiders they have a bar scene too, like that. So a bar's a good scene for police fight.
Oh, yeah. You could do a lot there.
You could do a lot of things. Oh, yes. This is what I was going to say. So in that scene, forgive me if we already talked about this, in that scene where he says, maybe not now, maybe 10 years from now. Mm-hmm. It'd be funny to do that with something that, like, seemed like it was going to be a good idea. Like I don't know, this America Online, it seems kind of risky. He's like, sure, Pop, maybe not now, but like 10 years from now, everyone's going to be using AOL. Like, something that, like, that is or like, Pogs, or once this Y2K thing happens, we'll totally be set.
So he's getting it wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Something where he's like,
definitely.
like some investment that he's like,
Y2K. We're gonna
Enron stock's gonna through the roof.
Yeah, we're gonna invest in timekeepers that have the full 4-number year and not just the 2-number years. Now it won't pay off for another 55 years.
Eventually someone's bound to invent a computer.
There are all these pre-inventions that have
as soon as they do, we're on there with our 2-digit date system.
Wow, that's the long game.
We made a lot of money with motherboards smuggled in by your father.
With motherboard components smuggled in from China.
There's not even a message board or a Usenet service.
We can smuggle in nickel for the motherboards from Cuba and rare earth palladium from China.
So
I got a bunch of stuff.
We'll sock it to
Alex, we got to do some plugs mid-episode.
Oh, that's true, because we always save them for the end.
We always save them for the end.
So what are you plugging?
I am writing and recording songs in a frenzy state. So I'm poised to release a lot of new songs.
You're like
with my band, the Underdog Night Soldiers, some of which are Godfather Minute.
They're like
novelty
the house band.
songs. They're our house band.
That's
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you can hear them on Spotify.
Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Just Google The Underdog Night Soldiers and hear us out. What are you working on, Alex?
I'm working on an interesting series I'm taking classic comic book covers and recreating them to make them about U.S. history instead.
Oh, fun.
So, like, there's an issue of Captain America, and I replaced Captain America with who else but George Washington. And so on.
Wow, cool.
So, yeah.
So they're kind of political cartoons, political covers, right?
Kind of, yeah. I guess ultimately I want to do like 12 of them or something and do like 12 different presidents. I mean, ultimately, I guess I'd love to do like 44 of them, but
yeah,
we'll see.
So is there a message in the cover? Does it historically make sense, or are you just straight up swapping out characters and whatever?
No, I try to have it work. I try to have it work as real, like the details in it. Where if you look at it, you can go, "Oh, look, that's this real." I try to make it as authentic as I can.
Oh, that is great.
Because I want it to be also useful as like a learning tool. So if you're like, "Oh, if you want to learn about George Washington, here's this cover," and you know. So anyway, we'll see what happens.
Very cool.
Yes,
that's very cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Back to the minute.
Back to the minute. You got a lot of stuff.
I got a lot of stuff. Mama Corleone is a badass.
Mama Andolini
is a badass.
She is.
We are certifying her here and now a badass.
CBA awarded.
Whoa, what do you make of that?
It's pretty. I was just gonna say, do you think she should have been like when she's going up to? She's gonna like, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. You know, is that where he learns the tough negotiating skills?
I like it.
Yeah. So it is crazy. They aren't fooling around.
Yeah. Alex.
Yes.
If you were Don Ciccio.
Yeah.
And Mama Andolini is begging for you to refuse to spare Vito's life.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What would you do? What would you do? What would you do?
Well, what would you do?
I would pretty much do the exact same thing that Don Ciccio does here.
Yeah. You would have the boy killed.
Yeah. Well, I would have killed them both while they were on the way in the yard. You know?
Oh, wow.
What possible good is there? What possible good is going to come for her coming here?
Well, remember we talked last minute that maybe Don Ciccio is in love with Mama Andolini.
That's his downfall. See, he gets what he's going for what he wants, not for what he needs.
Oh. What does he need?
He needs to keep his mind on his business and not get distracted by this comedy he's playing with this girl.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great point. Well, we'll get to the end of the minute where...
Yeah. Well, it's funny you asked that because I asked, would Vito kill someone else's child? Like, would Vito kill Fanucci's son?
Yeah. I don't think so. We don't get the sense that Vito Corleone had that same mindset, right?
Is it because he grew up here in America as opposed to growing up in Sicily? Or is Don Ciccio just particularly... Like, is Don Ciccio typical? Or is he supposed to be
It's a great
an
question.
outlier? Or would other Dons... If you surveyed 100 Dons and asked them, would you kill Vito Andolini? What would they say?
Wow.
100 Dons survey?
Question.
Top 5 answers on the board? Here's the question. Because I feel like, especially given Sicily, it is a legitimate concern. You know, people grow up with vendettas and so, you know.
But America's a place of laws and rules, and you trusted them, and where did that get you?
Right.
Maybe I get the sense that the American Dons have this understanding that they won't do certain things.
Right. Well, they also do that thing where they have a basically meetings where they say, okay, let's squash the beef, through negotiations as opposed to just killing each other like communists.
Yeah. We're so sick of that joke. Tarzini makes that joke every meeting. It's even a standing item on their agenda.
Wait, you mean Tattaglia?
No, it was Tarzini who made that joke all along. What else you got?
I got a what if.
Okay, lay it on me.
What if? Do you have the what if music?
I'm working on it. What if I wrote?
What if you'd completed? What if Mama Andolini's plan had succeeded and she killed Don Ciccio?
Whoa.
Would we don't know what the rest of the situation is because like would Mama Andolini then take over the mob? Would she become the chieftain because she killed the No?
No. I think she would have been. That was my best Don Ciccio saying no. I think, you know what? I think Don Ciccio would have died.
Yeah, that's the premise.
All the bodyguards would have immediately killed Mama Andolini.
You think they would?
Yes, and then they would have pursued Vito, and the death of Don Ciccio would have triggered Plan B, which is Don Vitelli is in a sleeper cell. He's in a Don Ciccio sleeper cell. He would have been activated to fill in Don Ciccio's shoes because you said he looks like him.
Yeah, all throughout Sicily, there are heavy-set bald guys with mustaches ready to go at any given point. Must be very hard to pick out the criminals in a police lineup because you're like, I remember he was a bald guy.
When they're asking victims to do a sketch, they already come out with a sketch done. Yes, that's him. That's him. Well, that's why.
That's him, Frankie Five Angels.
He was in the same family, Senator. And that's why they call him the Mustache Pete's. Oh. Right? Well, and this makes sense because Don Vitelli was practicing his no. In preparation for this. Oh no, it's very.
They always turn down requests, no matter what the request.
That's his shtick.
Yeah, well, that's why on his daughter's wedding day, it's such a big deal because that's the only day you can't refuse. So everyone comes. Otherwise, like, no, sick of these. But it might depend on what Don Ciccio's situation was, because like if there were rival factions, like let's say one of Don Ciccio's capos was like, oh, getting ready to kill Don Ciccio. This is like the perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
So they might. Although you're right, though, probably they would kill Mama Andolini no matter what.
I'm sure Don Ciccio had. Oh, this segues into the next part of the minute. I'm sure Don Ciccio has children. Right?
You think he does?
Yeah, you gotta have children. I mean, these are old school Mustache Pete's. This is the swinging 1990s, Alex.
Maybe they'll die in Vendetta.
Yeah, that's probably not. If you're a big Don,
if he does have children, that's your plot of GF4 right there. It's just the grandchildren of Don Ciccio coming to kill Michael Corleone's grandchildren. Yeah. And you're like, who is that?
Well, it looks like Don Ciccio. It's like an old aging bald guy.
Look, it's Don Vitelli. Yeah. No.
Oh, and when Don Ciccio's grandson appears.
Oh boy, we sure are funny. Well, everyone, that wraps up the free portion of the show. So if you want to hear more of what we have to say, including that we just talked about, I don't even remember what it is.
Alex creates his
I do my standard Ripley's Believe It or Not cartoon. We talk about
what extra you would be.
What extra I would be. We rate them in it. All sorts of fun stuff.
Garbage Pail Kids.
And
it turns out we've been doing them wrong all along.
No, it's a shame. So to find out what we've been doing wrong and how and why, go to godfatherminute.com/support. Otherwise, we'll see you next week on the Godfather Minute.